What's going on, guys? My name's Ben, and here's my review of the Samsung Galaxy S2 Skyrocket with Sky ICS. Now, this ROM is available on the XDA Developers Forum for free, of course, and it brings the best of the leaked ICS build for the Skyrocket with some awesome speed performance or speed optimizations, some great battery life, and all around just an amazing ROM. A great step up from the stock ROM, which would be TouchWiz, and nobody likes TouchWiz. So here we go. Here I got my Skyrocket. You can see the lock screen is stock ICS right here. You can change that, but I like it. You can see I got live wallpaper. It shines right through. There's the dialer. Here's the home screen. It comes with Trebuchet, it comes with TouchWiz, and Apex. I like Trebuchet because it's as close to a stock launcher as you'll get without having the stock launcher. And yeah, has some nice little optimizations. You can see it's very quick, works very well, and not a single bit of lag with that live wallpaper. Also, I'm not sure if you can see, but up here we have the battery percentage. It's a flashable battery thing that you can get. I believe it's called the Sky ICS battery clock or battery circle, something like that. We got the blue clock right there, as you can see, just turned 4:25 in the morning, I might add, because I can't go to sleep. Right here we got our signal and we got our Wi-Fi. Also right here I got a screen capture button because it's not built in. I can't just do home and then power. Not sure why it's not working. I think it should have been in there. Up here we got 14 toggle mod, which is skinned. As you can see, I think it's a pretty nice skin. Goes along with it nicely, and it works out really well for me. You can also see it shines through just like ICS. And the way it works, it's very much stock. You can see that it's Trebuchet, of course, so it's pretty much stock launcher for ICS. Not a whole lot that's different. Really none at all, except for if you go here, Trebuchet settings. You can go here, customize some stuff. You can change the home screen's default screen, grid size, vertical padding, blah 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 blah. Pretty much everything that you want to make it look awesome. Now, it has pretty much all the things that you could imagine skinned with an ICS icon, so it's closer to stock ICS, but you still get all the functionality that you want, unlike CyanogenMod Mod 9. But they're getting there. Development isn't there yet, but they're close. As you can see what I mean by that, for example, if we pop in the camera, it looks like the stock camera for ICS, but it's really not. It's a Samsung one, which works out better. I actually like the interface of it quite a bit more. You can see we can hold down the home button, you get that little task manager thing as Samsung puts in there, and then we can swipe off our apps, just like ICS normally would. Again, more examples of skin things. We pop in the browser, you can see that this is the TouchWiz browser, or Samsung browser. Same with messaging. I'm not going to touch that though. And then we pop into phone, and you can see it's got the transparency behind it, so you can see your wallpaper behind your dialer, and works just fine. And you even got visual voicemail as from AT&T. So this is based on the leaked UCLD2, I believe, radio. Yeah, UCLD2 baseband is right there, 4.0.3, Sky ICS 4.2. I have the 9th build of it, which you got to flash separately, but it's very easily. It's you don't need to wipe over anything. It just completely updates it. You got a base, then you got updates. You install the base first, then you got the updates, and everything works out just fine. Now to the performance of this, we're just gonna make sure I have all my apps closed out. We're gonna swing over here, and here's where I got some performance stuff. So we're gonna pop into quadrant. We're going to run the full benchmark, and we're going to let it do its thing. So you can see we have the benchmark done. We can take a look at the score now. And this device scored 3,644. And these are just some base things to show off. So here's the Nexus S single core, Galaxy Nexus dual core. This one's a 1.5, this one's a 1.2. This one's got 720p screen, some other stuff behind it. So that's probably why it's lagging behind. Then we got the Galaxy Tab, which is, I believe, the newest one, or not the newest one, but the 10.1, not the 2, Galaxy Tab 2. Next thing we're going to pop into, again, close out all our apps, is Antutu. I'm not too familiar with this, but I heard it's pretty good. So we're going to pop in the test here. We're going to click on Start Test. So on Antutu, we got 6591, 6,591 for our score. You can see here are the scores that we got for everything. We can test the battery life, but that doesn't really matter. I think that's a pretty good score from what I've seen. I guess we can submit it and see what goes on. Or not. Yeah, we're not going to do that. And the last thing we're going to do is LinPack, which is kind of a different kind of test. I've done it before, but it's kind of different. So first thing we're going to do is single thread. I'm going to do it 5 times for good measure. Got 41.338. Now we're going to go ahead and test the multi-thread test. So the end result we got was 72.701. I saw it go up to 74, I think, in there. Yeah, that is what we got. As you can see, it's a pretty good device. Over here in my notes, let me just make sure there's nothing in here that we don't need. Forgot to start some new notes, so I had some notes from other things in there. But anyway, the highest things I got, I put inside here that I got previously was 6592 on Antutu. LinPack, I got 46.522 with 1.8 seconds. And don't know how that happened. And then multi-thread on LinPack, I got 73.75 at 2.29 seconds. So, you know, pretty good performance from this device. Battery life and concerns with that. Yesterday, it would be, since now it's considered Sunday, I was out all day. In the morning, I took a walk, you know, 2 miles or so. Had my phone in my pocket, didn't really do anything. Then I went to the pool, and then afterwards with that, I went to the movies. And it lasted the entire way through, and when I got home it was at 39%, 36, somewhere around there. And I've been really impressed with it. When I got home, I plugged it in after I saw the battery, and it's been great so far, because with the stock battery, or the stock battery adjustments on the stock ROM, I couldn't last through a day at all with music, with me listening to Amazon MP3 all day throughout my classes at school, with me just checking my Facebook, my email, stuff like that. I was dead by the time it was like 5 o'clock, and I usually am home around 6, so that didn't really work out too well. But I've been using this since 11 in the morning. It's been working out great. Got home at like 10:30 at night, so it's been just a great battery life experience. With the performance that is added to this, it also never got hot. I noticed it did get a little bit warm with the stock ROM, because I think it was working too hard. But with this, I don't know where I found it, but it was 192 megahertz at lowest when it's not doing anything, and then 1500 when it needed the power the most. So that's pretty good, because when you're not doing anything, the processor is very, very low in clock speed, so it's not really doing a whole lot, so it doesn't need the power. And normally it's much higher than that. I think it's around 600 megahertz when it's idle. Again, overall, great ROM. I highly recommend it to anyone that's having problems with their Skyrocket with the stock ROM. Go ahead, root the sucker. Go ahead, get your bootloader on there, Clockwork Mod Recovery. Just go on the XDA forums and download this for yourself. One thing to note when you're doing this is you're going to need to make sure you got your phone wiped. So either wipe/factory reset 3 times, and then wipe your cache 3 times. And for good measure, it doesn't say to do this, but wipe your Dalvik cache 3 times as well. And you also need Clockwork Mod Touch to do this. I don't think it works any other way. If you want to do it a little bit easier, I don't think they recommend this, but it works just the same. You can use DarkSide Super Wipe. If you go on the T-Mobile Galaxy S2 forums, type in DarkSide, you'll find it. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. This is my first video, so if you guys can give me some tips and some overall just critic review kind of things, that would help out a lot, and I appreciate it. So, yeah, thanks for watching, and subscribe. If you want to see more things like this, I'll be on the lookout for more ROMs.